We're here at Sekoli Riambatu. Sekoli Riambatu means the Stony Brook School. The Stony Brook School is active as a school from September through June, but it's July now. And during July, when we come here to conduct our paleontological expeditions, we also bring with us Stony Brook University healthcare professionals, and they act to help the local villagers. The Madagascar Ankizy Fund is an organization that we started in 1998. It's designed to build schools and temporary clinics in remote areas of Madagascar. We started in 1998 to help the children in Madagascar who have virtually nothing. The Madagascar Ankizy Fund is part of the Stony Brook Foundation, which is itself a not-for-profit arm of the Stony Brook University. We started it because we were doing paleontological work in Madagascar. We were looking for fossils of backboned animals that lived during the Cretaceous period, about 70 million years ago. And we had the good fortune of finding phenomenal fossils, fossils of dinosaurs, fossils of crocodiles, fossils of mammals and birds, all kinds of vertebrates. But in the process, we got to know a lot of the children and a lot of the community members in Madagascar. They welcomed us into their community. They allowed us to work on their land. They would help us haul big dinosaur bones. And every day that we worked, there were children that were watching us. And whether it was a Monday or a Wednesday or a Saturday, there were children watching us. And eventually we asked appropriate questions, which were, it's Monday, it's Wednesday, it's Saturday, why are you not in school? And the answer was that we're not in school because there is no school. And then we asked the question, well, why is there no school? It's because they live in very remote areas of Madagascar. Madagascar is one of the poorest countries in the world, and the government simply cannot support communities in such remote areas. And so, since the community members had helped us in so many different ways, we finally latched onto the idea of how we can repay those kindnesses. And the idea was that we would help them with education and with health care. Both of which we have access to at Stony Brook University. We're trying to build schools in remote areas of the country, and the place where we started was in our field area. Now, we've had some success in doing that. We've built a school, a two-room schoolhouse. We built it with about $10,000, and associated with that school, we built teacher housing for 2 families that can now live there. We've built toilets, the first toilets in the community. We've dug a well, which is also the first well in the community. So these children have opportunities that they didn't have before. Right now, there are about 60 children going to that school. They range in age from 5 to 17. They all started in essentially the first grade because they're all learning to read and write for the first time. None of the parents in this community can read and write, and so this is the first introduction of education into this community. And it's what we want to do in other communities as well. My position at Stony Brook University in the Department of Anatomical Sciences is in the School of Medicine, and so I have access to many healthcare practitioners at Stony Brook University, and many of them have volunteered their services to come to Madagascar to work with us. So when we're doing our paleontological work, they establish temporary clinics, and so we've had good assistance from the School of Medicine and also from the School of Dental Medicine. And we've established these temporary clinics, and the people in the community now are receiving health care that they never had access to before. None of the villagers in this community had ever received any health care of any kind until we got there. The first school that we built was called Sekoli Riambatu, which means the Stony Brook School. When we inaugurated that school on July 15, 2001, it was such an event. There were hundreds of villagers that came to this event. There were government dignitaries, we had national ministers, we had a provincial governor, we even had a king of one of the major tribes. He was there to do the official rite, which was to sacrifice 2 cattle in honor of this event. And the event went on all day long. There were people dancing all night long, and it was truly a marvelous event. The Madagascar Ankizy Fund, in its essence, is to help children. The children in Madagascar are absolutely wonderful kids. They have every bit of ability that kids in our country do, but they don't have the opportunities. And by providing education, it opens up the world to them in a different way than they had access to before, or that their parents had access to. Our goal is that when we build these schools, that they won't just be there for a short period of time, that they'll be built so that they stay forever. And for each school that we build, we're trying to establish an endowment that will pay for that school in perpetuity. And that, to put some perspective on that, the annual salary of a Malagasy teacher is $500. It costs $300 to buy school supplies for 60 children for a full year. And it costs us about $10,000 to build an entire school. And so with that perspective, the money that we raise through the Madagascar Ankizy Fund goes a very long way. And much of the money raised for the Ankizy Fund has in fact been raised by children in this country. And that's a concept that I really like, the fact that kids are helping kids. And this is a notion through our website that many children around the country have started fundraisers through their schools. And so whole classes or whole schools actually are raising money through walkathons or bike-a-thons or read-a-book-a-thons or you name it, and they're doing it. And because they can raise a little bit of money, that goes a long way towards hiring teachers or buying school supplies or whatever. I'm David Krause. I'm the founder of the Madagascar Ankizy Fund, and I just wanted to thank you for your attention and for watching. Thank you. The logo that was developed at a middle school in Smithtown, New York. A class there, a special art class, decided that they would have a contest, or the teacher did. The teacher decided that there would be a contest to develop a logo for the Madagascar Ankizy Fund. And they put their heads together and they came up with what I think is a dynamite logo, and basically it unites paleontology on the one hand, which is what we do, with education for the children of Madagascar on the other hand. The colors in that logo, by the way, are the country's color of red, green, and white.